Hi, welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be adding some openings to our floor plan. That is this one here in the middle. That's what we're going to be working on now. So what I'm going to first do here, I'm going to select my foundation text that I've already created. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to place it over to my right, just below my floor plan. All right. Once that has been done, I can change the text now. And instead of foundation plan, it will read floor plan. Alright, so now it reads floor plan. Let me adjust this here, and probably, yeah, it's good where it is. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is that let's go ahead and add our stiffeners to our floor plan here. Now, because we already have those on our foundation plan, I can just easily select these that are on my foundation plan, and I'll simply copy them over to my floor plan. Alright, so let's go and select all of these here. Alright, this will make our life a lot easier. Alright, so we're going, ensuring that we have not missed anything or accidentally selected anything that we don't want to. Alright, so I'm going through. We have this one here as well. We have this one here as well. Alright, now once that has been done, we need to activate our copy command. I'm just going to click on the icon here. Then I'm going to select my base point here. Base point should be somewhere mutually on both drawings. So for example, if I click here as my base point, that is where I'm going to be holding on to the objects that I'm copying. Now I can now easily place it on this end here, over here, and it will easily place the stiffeners where they should be. Alright, let me go ahead and trim away that extra line that is here. Undo that there, sure that I'm selecting it. Yeah, alright, and yeah, that is it. Alright, so stiffeners added to your floor plan. So it's now time to add the openings on the floor plan. So example openings, passageway opening or arcs, what do we call that? Doors and windows. Alright, so let's go ahead and add our openings. So for example, we're going to have one here in where the passage is. Alright, so I'm going to be simply cleaning out here. I'm going to make all of here open. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and select these and type X rather. X is a shortcut for exploding things. Now I could probably just simply remove this line here because it's no longer needed. For this middle one here, you'll need to have your cutting plane. So let me first extend this line to touch, this line to touch, and then now I can use these two lines as my cutting plane line to trim away this middle one here. If you're using AutoCAD 2021 and above, all you need to do is type TR, enter, and then you'll be able to trim out that portion there. Alright, so we now need to add our windows. Now AutoCAD has their default windows. For example, if you go to Design Center by typing ADC on your keyboard and press enter, it will give you a window. Window is loading up. This window here where you can pull your windows and your doors from. Alright, let me go ahead and just use the windows that are here. So I'll pull out a window like this. Alright, you can also pull out a door if you like as well from there. But I want to create my own personalized door. Alright, so I'm going to now use the windows that are there. So I'm going to add those first, and then I'm going to create my own doors because I like my doors better. Alright, so now that I have my windows, I can now place my windows. Alright, so let me place this on my special layer, a window. Alright, that's where it is. I'm going to place a window, so I'm going to grab onto it right here and place it's somewhere here. If I click there, it's going to be above. If I click down here below, it's going to be somewhere there. So I need to reference that point, and it's going to be there. So I'm not literally placing two windows on this wall here. Alright, to double things up. So I'm going to use the mirror tool and then mirror it to the other side. Turn on ortho for this, like this. Now I have that double window in there. I'm going to repeat this process on the other side. So what I'll do, I can always, because this is a symmetrical object, I can always mirror it to the other side. At least it should work in theory if my drawing is correct. Alright, so one of the rooms is a bit larger than the other. So I'll just mirror that up there, no, and then I move it where it needs to be. Alright, so for example here, select, and I'll move it to where it needs to be. So I'll grab onto it here and then move it. Okay, so that is it right there. Alright, I'm also going to need windows in the kitchen area here, so I'm going to copy and move over. I'm going to literally be eyeballing this one here, just like that. Alright, I'm going to place one in the bathroom, somewhere here. So once it is down in the bathroom area, I need to rotate it so that it's aligned to the wall here. So let's go RO to rotate, press enter, click, and then move down your cursor like this. Alright, click, and then that is it. All I have to do at this point now is simply place it where it needs to be. Okay, so for example, let's align, align it to the middle of the wall like this. Let me turn on ortho, turn off ortho, and then probably place it there. And then after now, I'll finalize everything by moving it to its exact position. Alright, now you might be wondering why I did it like that. It's because of the whole snapping. Alright, and I like to draw based on referencing. Alright, so once I have that in place, again, I can now copy that window and place it elsewhere. For example, on this wall here and on this wall here. If I want to double up the windows, what do? I simply select, click on mirror, and then mirror to the other side like this. Then select what? No. I'll go here again, select, mirror, click here, select that, and no. Alright, once that is in place, I now add windows to this side here, but I can easily select these two windows and then copy them over to the other side. Alright, so I'm being a lazy boy and I'm simply just moving windows around. Alright, so windows there. I might need a window up here somewhere, so why not? Let's copy these two and then just copy them over. Alright, ensuring that our base point is always where they should be. Alright, so we have those windows in place. I don't know if I want to add a window here. I could, since here is so big, so why not add one window there? So let's add one window. And we're eyeballing this one here, probably somewhere about here. Or here, close to this. Alright, because we're going to have need place for the window. Alright, so we have our window there. All the windows are in place. The only thing that is missing now for us is that we need to add the doors. Alright, so let's add the doors. But as I said before, I'm creating my own door. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a circle with a radius of 900 millimeter. That's 3 feet for those of you who's wondering. I'm then going to draw a rectangle. So I'm going to go REC rectangle, click somewhere here. I'm going to enter 100. 100 is for 4 inches. And I'm going to press my tab key and then I'm going to enter 900 as well. Press enter. That will give me that there. All I do at this point is move this to using here as the center as my base point and place it. I'm going to be placing it just slightly in the, I'm going to be placing it in the center of the circle. Alright, so right there. Alright, now once it is in the center of the circle, the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be drawing another rectangle, REC, enter. This rectangle is going to be equal to the width, which is 50 millimeter in width, tab key. I'm going to go 100 millimeter for 4 inches and then press enter. Alright, now from there, now I'm going to move this using this corner as my base point, and I'm going to place it on this quadrant of my rectangle, and then I'll copy it again and place it on the back of the door about here. Alright, this here needs to be moved. Well, not moved, because I don't know, I think this is incorrect in terms of like what I've entered, because it looks a bit thick. So I'm going to click here and then draw a line to my left, 50 millimeters, and press enter. Alright, so that's my reference point. So everything should be right there. Alright, that's where it should be. Alright, so let me get rid of that line and then move this one over. Now it's looking like what it should look like. Alright, so let's move this one here. Alright, and again, you don't need to erase drawings and starting over. Alright, all you do is modify. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim away some stuff. So TR, enter in my case, and then I get rid of that there. Up here, let's look, get rid of that portion there. Now, once that has been done, the next thing that you're going to do, I'm going to draw a line, a vertical line. The line must measure 150 millimeter. Alright, then I'll place this line one there, and then I'll copy it to the other side as well. Alright, this will help me when I'm placing my doors. So I'm going to select everything now, and I'm going to place it on the relevant layer, a door timber, and then I'll group everything as one. Alright, this will prevent separations whenever I'm moving things around, or if I need to readjust things. Alright, so now let's place our door. So I'm going to copy this door here, and I'm going to place it, or place one here. So everywhere I'm going to be placing one, I'm just going to add one there, and then after I could always modify it afterwards. Okay, alright, so this one here. Alright, I think I have enough doors, so let's move this one up to here. So let's start placing our doors. I'm going to put one of my door here, so I'm going to go ahead and move this one here. So M, enter, here is my base point, and I'll place it right there. Alright, once that has been done, you can clean up your drawing. Go ahead here, TR, enter, and enter again, and get rid of that there. I'm leaving this line here. You might be wondering, why do I leave that line here? This line here is to show that there's a change in depth. Basically, that inside here is higher than outside here. Alright, if you have been in your house and you step out, you see you literally be stepping down outside. Alright, so this line is to show the change in depth right there. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing here. I think I'm going to have one door in front, so I'm going to move this one here and place it somewhere along here. I think that's about in the middle. And again, I'm going to be cleaning up by trimming. So I'm going to go TR, enter. So I'm not sure if I should make the door swing outwards or inwards. Let's make it swing outwards for safety purposes. Alright, so let's make it swing outwards. So mirror, click to the center. Alright, now get rid of this top one here. I should have selected yes. Now TR, enter, and get rid of this line here. Remember, inside our house is going to be a bit higher than the veranda. Alright, so you step down onto your veranda. Alright, now for inside here, I'm going to be mirroring these. Let me turn on ortho for this, like that. No, get rid of the first one. And this one I'm going to be placing it, so I'm going to be moving it right here. Okay, now once it has been done, this is going to be mirrored inwards as well. So from the center in like this, yes, delete that. Alright, so I'll have that there, and now I can trim away the inner portion here. So I'm going to go TR, enter, and now I'm able to clean up. So I'm getting rid of this line here, this line, and this line as well. Also this inner line here. Now why didn't I leave a line? This is because the entire house, inside of the house, is on one level. It's one flat surface. Alright, so that is why I leave that one there. All right, so now I can repeat this process on the other side. So let me get rid of this door there, and I'll simply mirror this one here up to this side here. And this is the beauty of having a symmetrical design. All right, so now I can trim it. So go ahead, TR, enter, enter, and I'll get rid of here, 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 and here, and here as well. All right, so there you go, and the door is swinging towards the wall. So let's do this door here. RO, enter, click, move my cursor up in the air like that. Now I can place my door. I can now move it by typing M, pressing enter, clicking here. Remember, you can always what? Stop, pause, rewind. All right. Now we can trim out everything inside here. So all we're doing is cleaning up, and you realize that I'm doing simple operations, nothing to overcomplicate things, nothing to be too fancy. All right, you don't need to be fancying anything. All right, the main thing is that you understand what you're doing, and you're doing it without making mistakes. All right, so as you can see, our floor plan is basically done. All the windows and doors added, the openings. The only opening that is not sorted out now is the veranda opening. How is the veranda opening going to be looking for us? All right, I will probably let me see, where is the center of this line here or wall? That's right there. All right, so I want to put a column right in the smack in the middle here, all right, to divide the space, but I need to check to see what's the gap between it. All right, because since it's 5 feet, all right, so the overall thing will be 12. All right, that means this is good because we can have a beam stretching 10 feet. All right, so we'll leave that there for now, blank. So I'll just go ahead and I'll remove this line here. TR, enter. This line and this line only. I can also do the same for this here and this here. Again, what does this represent? Outside the house, outside the veranda, inside the veranda. Everything inside here is one level. Inside here is another level. All right, so let's go ahead and close this off. So I hope this video was helpful in assisting you in understanding how to draw or create a simple door, adding windows and doors and openings to your simple floor plan. All right, again, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell because we are going to be running through this entire project together.